Hello and welcome to another episode by CDBTC. Today is August 22, 2021. We have very exciting news. Is Bitcoin going to the moon? Is it finally going over $50,000 and continue on its way to $100,000? And we'll also review the performance of some of the previous calls we've had this week where we've had amazing gains. If you think that's interesting, stick around. In our last episode, we discussed Bitcoin had been able to return back into this ascending triangle, which was very bullish, and that Bitcoin was probably going to move up to test the upper band of this channel. During the weekend, we saw Bitcoin in the 4 hours basically move up and down within this horizontal channel, and in the past few hours has been able to break out of it with some volume and starting to push into this area of resistance. When we look at that area of resistance on the daily, which is identified by this red rectangle, we can see that this area was of significant importance as support and resistance flips. So we can see how Bitcoin had resistance here, then it acted as support here, a support here, a support here, a support here, support. Then when we broke out of this area, it came back up and tried to retest. It failed. So this is an important area for Bitcoin on its way to achieve new all-time highs. We're starting to enter this area, and we're going to have to see if Bitcoin remains within this channel. So is it going to come in here, come down to retest this area, and then try to continue moving forward? Or is it just going to blow through? One of the reasons why I think that Bitcoin is going to continue pushing forward is because when we look at the RSI, we can see that Bitcoin broke out of resistance on the RSI. And as you know, in the past, when we see Bitcoin break layers of resistance on the RSI, the price also follows through. There's a lot of speculation if this area is going to be tough for Bitcoin to go through. But when you look at the VPR, it's one of the areas where the least volume was traded. So during the time that Bitcoin traded above $50,000, the range between $50,000 and $52,000 was the least traded range of all, excepting the all-time high area. Not a lot of Bitcoin was traded here. And this is $50,000 is very important psychological support or resistance. So there's a lot of people expecting Bitcoin to be rejected in this area. It might just surprise us and just push through the $52,000 areas all the way up for or $55,000. Everything's looking very positive for Bitcoin right now. But let's talk about where Bitcoin could go if this is true. And we're going to look at it in this chart. If we see this, Bitcoin was building on a longer time frame, kind of a descending wedge. And we could say that the next price target out of the wedge is defined from the bottom to the top of the wedge, which takes us all the way up to approximately $75,000. So between $74,000 and $75,000. That is the price that Bitcoin could achieve if this pattern is confirmed. Of course, this is not a straight line up, okay? That path could be something like this, okay? So it's not a straight line up. But in the next few months, we to Bitcoin reaching 75,000. On August 11th, I told you about MonkeySwap and how this could be an amazing play. MonkeySwap was trading at 0.076, and from that time went all the way up to 0.20 cents, a gain of 166%. Right now, it's still trading 55% above the price discussed in my video. So congratulations to those who took the trade. Another one I discussed just 2 days ago was XITE, and how XITE could be the next change to explode after Phantom, after Matic, after Avalanche. XITE is super undervalued right now. XITE was trading at $8.40. Since then, it's gone up 22% and it's currently up 17%. But XITE is going to continue going. Remember, as long as Bitcoin is rising, these plays are valid. So the next price points for XDAI are 1154, so that's 37%. Then 1611, that's 91%. Incredible place. And it can keep on going. And if we follow what Luna, Sol, and other tokens have done, they've gone back to the previous all-time highs. That is a whopping 400% for XDAI. And you can see that it's clearly undervalued. When we look at the market caps of Avalanche, of Phantom, of Harmony, of Polygon, and XDAI, we can see that XDAI is really under those platforms in terms of market. So all of the other blockchains are over $1 billion. So Harmony is 1.1, Phantom is 1.4, Avalanche is 7.6, and Matic is 10 billion, while XDAI is 55. Even if XDAI just gets to half of Harmony and Phantom, we're talking about a 10x from here. And if everything is bullish, if the whole market is bullish, XDAI is certainly going to achieve a 10x. So this is one of those tokens that if you've been left out of the game, if you missed the Harmony train, if you missed out on the Phantom train, if you missed out on the Avalanche train, if you missed out on the Polygon train, don't miss out on the XDAI, because that train is already started moving and it's gonna leave the platform completely very. Credit out to CryptoDad for pointing us into the direction of BTCA. So when we talked about TA, it was around this level 0.014. Since then it went up 55%. And right now it's trading 31.24% over when we discussed this token. So great place, all in all. Let's keep our eyes out on Bitcoin. Let's see how quickly we can get above this area of resistance. Is it going to be tough or not? Remember, there wasn't that much trading here, but 50,000 is very important psychological support orders. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.